Hi, we have with us today Mr. Stanislas Brun, who is the Chief Cargo Officer for Etihad Airways, the leading Abu Dhabi-based international airline. Welcome to our chat, Stanislas.
Good afternoon. How are you?
Very well, thank you, and delighted to have you here and discuss about one of the fastest growing airlines, Etihad Cargo.
Thank you.
So, Stanislas, if you could kindly tell us something about what's happening in Etihad Cargo, what are some of the growth drivers? We hear UAE is leading the economic growth and diversification. Abu Dhabi is becoming a global cargo hub. So what are some of the plans for Etihad Cargo to grow in the next 5 to 10 years?
So I think it's important first to restart by, the Etihad is a young airline. We are 21 years old, anciently. So, it's when we look at what's happened in 21, it's happened a lot. The last big event we can name is the COVID, where basically, it has decreased quite a lot of the fleet. And the new management and the newborn with our CEO, Aldon joined, in 22 in November. And since basically, he has rebuilt, a team around and an organization which is allowing him and allowing, the airline to grow and, to develop internationally speaking. For my side, I joined in March last year to take over the cargo. Initially, it was a cargo commercial, where basically, it was to restructure and to refocus on the most important things. And it was my vision to we charge the customer and what we offer to the customer. And followed, what we developed in 24. In this year, it was decided, to put back all the operation with it and to create the division. What is our plan? Our plan is to continue, to grow, but we need to also, to make sure that we are making money. So, we don't grow just to grow. We grow because, there is a meaningful reason behind, is to generate value for our customer and generate value for Abu Dhabi. This is very important. Going back to Abu Dhabi itself, it has been decided, Abu Dhabi to be a pharma corridor. That's why, I was myself, this week on Tuesday in Abu Dhabi, to sign, the agreement with different partners and to start, some pharma hub and pharma corridor principle, which is with GSK. They will start to accumulate and respect pharmaceutical vaccine mostly in Abu Dhabi. And this will continue. Some other brands are already, very interested. So this will be, one of the main focus. We are also, a food hub also for the region. When you look at what we are shipping, for instance, to the Maldives, but not only to the Maldives and some other, place, we are feeding, the hotel, and this is also going through Abu Dhabi. So Abu Dhabi, through the airport, which allow us to have some space, is allowing us to grow. We have a huge plan for in 25, following, the success of 24. This year, we have 20 new aircraft joining the fleet, which is huge in terms of the induction of new airplanes. The last one, entering the fleet last weekend, it was the A350 1000, and we have 19 additional, which will come this year. We will open 16 new destinations. If you look, on the big and wide body, the next one, which will be open very soon, it's Prague and Warsaw in June. We'll have Atlanta in July. We'll have Taipei in September. We'll have Hanoi and Hong Kong on passenger in November. And we have a lot of destinations, more for narrow body, where we'll focus like Alger, like Tunis, like Krabi in Thailand, etc., Phnom Penh in Cambodia. So we have a lot of new destinations where we'll be able to provide support for our customer passenger, but also provide for cargo. This, it's only possible following, the implementation of the new organization. And Aldon came with us, the ideas, and to grow this kind of destination, we need to have a specific aircraft, which would be the 321LR. They are entering in the fleet this year, and they will be equipped with a 3 type of cabin. Economy, of course, business, but full flat, and a real first, which is also, they will be the first aircraft like that, in the trend. So on the side of that, on cargo, we are also focusing on very important projects, like I say, pharma, perishable, of course, but also, automotive. We have a product to move a lot of automotive, and there is a lot of car moving all over the world. Horses, live animal, and we have, quite a number of products. and we'll be able, to launch a new solution which will be developed and present to the public in Munich in June this year, the World Cargo Fair over there.
Fantastic. Great to know about the growth plans. Delighted to hear about the expansion and the fleet acquisition, the network. I think you talked very nicely about your focuses for cargo. And I think it's very important to understand from you when you're developing the network, when you have the capability to move either food or pharma or horses and cars, what kind of investments, particularly in logistics, in cold stone, because Abu Dhabi has the new midfield terminal now. And I think, so what are the future investments you think Etihad Cargo or the ecosystem within Abu Dhabi will be making to make sure that, because you need the right temperature, the right handling, the right logistics capability at the airport?
So this is already launched, and thank you for this question, because we kicked off the new facility and the new warehouse in December last year, on the 8th of December. I was there, and this new warehouse, which will be all temperature control, plus certain zone dedicated for pharma, certain zone dedicated for perishable with different temperature, will be normally delivered in June 27, to give you the month. So this will allow us, to have definitely also, the last version of what could be a warehouse in the trade. Today, we continue, to also, invest. For instance, we have the cool dollies, which we started, last year to use and to propose to our customer, which allow us, when the cargo is coming into the passenger aircraft, to be loaded in the cool dolly to reach the warehouse where we have the temperature control also. We are permanently in investment. We will also, provide, new solution, like I say, very soon, but also in the narrow body, because we're opening a lot of narrow bodies. There is a lot of also good who need to move there in terms of temperature control, in terms of healthcare and life. So, we'll have also, some solution for that.
Excellent. Abu Dhabi is one of the first countries to actually set up a ministry of AI. Also, we see a lot of AI investments which Abu Dhabi firms are making it. What are some Etihad Cargo's future technology investments or AI investments planned which might help provide better customer service?
There is a customer service, but there is also, what is making sure that we are optimizing the capacity we have. In the specific like that, we are renewing this year our revenue management system. We sign, with Wireline to generate, to develop for us, our new revenue management and optimization. And this will be, also based on AI. And I was discussing, with another provider yesterday. It's Rotate, with who we are, using already, the sales cockpit, and where I'm asking them also to develop a module which will be more sales rep based, with the management of his activity, to make sure that he's always, presenting to the customers the needs that the customer have. And this, it will be also based on AI, and we are working on this implementation and on this development and potential implementation in the future. We worked also on the operation, where also we are using AI in some warehouse. We did some tests with some provider. We continue, to have some tests for the future. So we are making sure that, AI is in the center of the development, because it's where you can definitely have efficiency and gain some time and provide, more service and attention to our customers.
Fantastic. Now, what new products is Etihad Cargo looking at developing, or any new partnerships you're looking at developing in the future so that the customers worldwide and here in the region can benefit?
A very strong partnership that we are working already on is with SF Airline in China. We are today, one of the biggest connecting points out of China for the Middle East in terms of capacity. And we'll continue, to grow specifically on this matter. This allows us, to have definitely a lot of weight, and our model to carry quite a lot of freighter out of Asia up to Abu Dhabi and to continue to split it in passenger is allowing also, to decrease as much as possible the trucking destination, and to make sure that we are landing close to the customer needs. This is quite important. We just signed also, a GV on the Etihad Airways with Ethiopian, and we will also investigate what we are able to develop together with them. We have also, we are using also the service of teleport in Asia to make sure that we are connecting some points let's say we are flying to Bali or we are flying to Phuket, we need to make sure when we are flying to Phuket, we are flying 3 times a day. So it's a lot of capacity, between 60 and 75 tons of capacity per day. And the production in Phuket is hardly nothing. So we need to make sure that we are providing, some other source of cargo to this destination to optimize all the capacity we have the network. And this is, for instance, done with teleport. So we are working with a lot of different actors on the planet to make sure that, we are providing the right solution. Last but not least, and it's something which is very present in this trade, in this fair, is the interline. We are talking with a lot of airline. It's important to know that we are able to provide today 10% of our activity through interline and through some partner all over the world. It's definitely, important for the customer because, through not necessarily our own plane, but managed by us, they've got, the right service and the right proposition for their own customer.
Oh, fantastic. And I think you're right. Interline does play a very important role because,
Very important.
we need to connect to all these countries. And without
Exactly.
airline cooperation, we will not be able to do that.
Exactly.
Stanislas, what I'd like to know from you is, with the changing global headwinds of trade and tariffs, which have been initiated by a lot of these countries, do you see in the future new and evolving markets and shifts in the global cargo tariffs and production centers around the world? And if yes, how is Etihad Cargo going to kind of get ready for it?
My first answer on that, I won't say there is not necessarily a shift. There is right now, indeed, some agitation, but as a shift in implementation, I won't say that. There is more announcement than implementation. What we can share and what you can observe, on the trade is basically, yes, you got definitely, some company and who have decided, to move, their production center. But overall, when you look at what is it today, it's like we had uncertainty during the COVID. And when you look at how the world was reacting during COVID, it was, we don't have a tomorrow. I don't want to comment what we have with the COVID because it's far from there. But the same, it's not about panicking and taking any bad decision. The market and the stock market is doing that for us. In terms of, air logistics is to make sure that we continue to be close to our customer. It's what I am asking to all my team, over the world, is to continue to be close to the customer, continue to be sure that we understand their needs, to be able to provide, what they need. Yes, there is some tension in terms of cost versus, what is sold, like everyone. Doesn't mean that, it's blocked the trade. It doesn't mean that it will change. We know by history that, the cargo we find always, the way to pass. One on the right, on the left. Last time there was this kind of approach. The cargo, was not moving anymore to US. It was moving to Mexico and from Mexico to US. This time, there is a difference. Let's see what it will develop. What I can say is basically, our footprint as Etihad Cargo on the Etihad on the US soil is not so big, and it's 3% of our capacity. So overall, the impact is definitely less for us. But yes, of course, we stay attentive because, what we call the butterfly effect, where basically something happens, so there will definitely, some movement somewhere else. So we stay always alert. But right now, we are flying, and we are flying with the same load factors, others and a lot of noise.
Stanislas, it's been an absolute pleasure speaking to you and delighted to hear about future plans of Etihad Cargo under your leadership. Thank you.
Thank you very
Have a
much.
great day.
It's a good day. Bye-bye.